You will recall in this design, we are inputting two numbers. This was num1, EDT num1 and EDT num2 in our design, and this was our readout. So for this particular question, we need to input one number and determine if that number is even or odd. So that input is going to be from only the first edit box, which is EDT num1. So we're not using the second edit box. So let's get the number. So we're going to say that our number num is, we're going to go from a string to an int, and that's going to be EDT num1 dot text. So that's my input. I've got my number. Now that I've got the number, I need to check if that number is even or odd. So how do I check if something is even or odd? Even or odd means it is divisible by 2 with no remainder. And whenever you think of divisible by, that immediately you need to be thinking mod. So to answer this, we are now going to use our if statement, and we are going to say if num mod 2 equals 0. That means it can divide by 2 with a remainder equal to 0. And if that is the case, then what does that mean? We can then display a message to say read out dot lines dot add the number is even. Straightforward. And else begin read out dot lines dot add the number is odd. And then we're going to go end. So this is my begin and end for the if, and this is my begin and end for the else. Take note, there's no semicolon that we use before the else. And another possible way you could have written it is if num mod 2 equals 1. What would it mean if num mod 2 equals 1? If you take any number and you mod it by 2, and if the remainder is 1, it means that it is an odd number. Right? When you mod by 2, you'll either get a remainder of 0 or you'll get a remainder of 1. So if you're going the other way around and say num mod 2 equals 0, that means num mod 2 equals 0, it means it's even. Num mod 2 equals 1 would mean it is odd. Someone could ask the question, what would happen if you enter the number 0? So if the number 0 is input, then the check is if 0 mod 2 equals 0. So 0 mod 2 is equal to 0. So that is true. So when you enter the number 0, it will actually print the number is even. Now, that's not true because 0 is neither even nor odd. And if you wanted to write a program that's absolutely correct, then you would have needed to have had a special check for that, where you would have used a nested if. So just for a basic program at this stage, I'm going to leave this program as it is and just make 2 checks to see if it is even or odd. I'm not looking at 0 being a neutral number.